All right, and we're on. We
Is
are
that
live
Sharon?
up on Twitch, and we are
Is that sharing?
Sharon. Yeah, it's up. It should be. We should
You
be?
see that document I'm sharing?
Let's see. Wait, you're sending me stuff?
I mean, I was just testing something.
Hey, I'm not sure how to use that stuff yet, bro. We have to
No.
go and look into all that crap, man. But
Okay.
yeah, well, we're running experimental software to do this today. We are live up on Twitch with a special guest, Mr. Cole James Cash, is joining us on this
What's up,
edition
man?
of Unelectable Airwaves. We're very glad to have him on.
Our big election preview show.
That's really
Hold
what
up,
it
you
is.
guys.
Yeah, we're here to get your predictions too, bro. We're gonna be rolling out the maps. We're gonna be doing all that stuff too.
Oh man, can't wait.
Doing all that. So, yeah, let's. You want to share out that link on
Yeah,
All right, we were good.
it's just on our Twitch page. Okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, we're good.
it's just on our Twitch page. Okay, there it is. Yeah. You hear that? What is
I
that?
hear the background and everything. So let's see, 270. So how you feeling?
Yeah,
about
what is
tomorrow?
that? We're echoing.
On what? You're probably playing. Are you playing this thing?
Yeah, what is that? We're echoing.
Somebody's playing the stream. No?
I muted it on my end. I muted it.
I think we're good there.
Okay, I haven't muted.
All right. Yeah, I think we're
About
good there.
let me tweet that I'm like making an appearance with y'all. With Unelectable
Halloween special.
How y'all come up with that name, bro?
Yeah, well, it was when did we come up with we went through a bunch of names, bro, before we even started doing any of this. We were like, we should be like bro something bros.
I want it to be the Breadline Bros.
Yeah, there we go, Breadline Bros. And then I said Che Guevara's basement. That was one. And then after the whole narrative being set by mainstream media up until that point where this was before Iowa, was Bernie's unelectable, he can't win, and all this stuff. But the far left is unelectable, and it became like a larger thing, especially like after Corbyn had just lost and everything. So they're like, all right, you know what? We're gonna call it Unelectable Airwaves because we're gonna be talking about all the people they say are unelectable, and then we're gonna see how wrong they are. You know, so it was kind of an ironic thing to be played up.
And then they owned us.
Well,
and then they got us.
They kind
motherfuckers got us.
Well, Bernie did lose, but then we had the squad go 3 for 3, and then we had Jamal Bowman win, and then we had Mondaire Jones win, we had Corey Bush win. So, you know, it seemed like a pretty good name to be sticking with because we keep taking these seats away from these damn establishment Democrats, right? So, you know,
well, I'll put it to you like this, man. Like, I am one of the most unelectable people you could ever have on a show, bro. You know, man, you be seeing my timeline, man. Like, I'm on that bullshit, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, I am not one of these like leftists trying to keep it civil, you know, cleaning up my jokes. Fuck all that, man. I'm gonna say what I want to say, how I want to say it. You know, if I see some big titties, man, that shit getting retweeted, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know, I told Caitlin Bennett, like, hey, I'm trying to come through. What's up with it? You know. You said, Matt, did you see that?
There was that one that you commented on, right? About that was, I don't remember, was that the one you're talking about where she was talking about, I don't give a fuck about no coronavirus, I don't care about the drink, none of that shit?
Oh, that was Doja Cat, and I just said she was an idiot. That doesn't mean I'm using condoms. You know? No, man. Like Doja Cat. Like, here's the thing. Like, I've just come to the conclusion. Here's the thing. Like, on the left, right, a lot of them are like best speakers and best women, like in the DSA and all that. They're really good people. But on our side, bro, we got some damaged goods, man. And I mean that sincerely. Like, we have some people who've really been through some things. People on the right are just so fucking dumb. Like, you get the dumbest airheads, bro, that just listen to whatever. So whatever dumb shit I'm spitting is gonna work. Okay. All the stupid lines and all that, like Barack, I ain't really mess with him like that. You know, he ain't really do nothing for black folks, which is true. But like that's like music to their ears. So like I don't know if y'all noticed, man. But there's some fine ass Latinas and some fine ass sisters on the right, fucking grifting their asses off on
Yo,
Twitter.
okay, not for nothing. What do you think
Really?
about like Candace Owens, like physically?
Candace Owens is actually like pretty big, pretty like my type is not fucking thin, dude. I'm not
Mhm.
doing that. But Candace Owens honestly is a beautiful dark skinned woman. She really is. And that's why it hurts to see the dumb shit that she does,
Do,
you know?
do you think she believes half the shit that comes out of her fucking mouth though?
Nah.
I think that that's what makes her the most evil is that like she whether she does or doesn't, dude, like she's just acting out of pure evil at this point.
Right.
I
You,
think with
it's just,
her, it's like you can tell that she is calculating, right? She's like saying the thing that she thinks she's supposed to say. I think if she keeps doing this a little bit longer, then she'll get subsumed. You know, like I feel like that's what happened to Tim Pool, right? I feel like when he started out, he really was a disaffected liberal, and then now he believes all that shit, right?
yeah, but Vaush pulled his card bad, man. He should have never let Vaush on the show, bro. He wasn't gonna let my dad Sam Seder on, but like he thought Vaush was just going, nah, bro. He pulled his card. But regardless of any of that,
Mhm.
Kimberly Guilfoyle, she used to go to a restaurant that my there's a friend of mine whose family owned a restaurant in Oakland, man. She would go to it sometimes, and bro, like
Start
I
coke in the bedroom.
seen her one time, dude, and she was hella nice. Like she wasn't like you know what I mean. Like if you were to ask me how's Kimberly, like she's actually a pretty nice person, you know. And obviously she's a complete scumbag now. But if you were gonna sit here and tell me if Kimberly Guilfoyle was throwing it at you, and you're gonna be like,
No,
"No, man, you know, my socialists get the fuck out of here, dude. I've done way
no, no.
right, dude. I I have no morals, no shame. I will proudly say that I did it. You know, like I have nothing to lose by doing that. You know.
But
See, here's
this,
the thing, and
uh,
let me just tell you real quick. You have to come out the gate like me. You can't just jump into the scumbag thing if you came out like, say, like David Packman. He can
oh
never
shit.
say what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Those guys can't
now,
say what I say.
yeah, bro. See, look, now I'm just picturing David Packman doing like a hard left turn and coming out like raw as fuck on one
I'm
of these.
picturing Sam Seder doing it. Now, would I use a condom with Kimberly Guilfoyle? Probably
You know what?
not.
Next time I talk to Sam, because
um,
you know what I thought about too, Anthony, the conversation we were having about Mexicans who support Trump, like that's actually an
oh,
archived video,
yeah, yeah.
video on the Majority Report because I talked about it,
Uh huh.
and it's actually an archived video. I can send you the link for that because I lived with an Alex Jones supporter and a Mexican Trump supporter for a little
Oh
bit,
my god. Yeah.
and the Mexican Trump supporter, I've known him like 30 years, bro. Like I know him. Like he's actually one of my closest. Like, but yeah, dude. And but regardless of any of that, like I should ask Sam. Like Sam, if Kimberly Guilfoyle was just kicking it, she's in Brooklyn. Like yo, Don Jr. He not hitting it right. He off that coke. Like streets. Streets are like, what are you gonna do, Sam? I'm gonna need you to answer that question. You know, I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him to do that. But yeah,
Yeah,
man, like I'm just
that's
telling
a good
y'all,
point.
man.
Well, you know, that
It's like,
whole Latinos for Trump thing, man, like that hits me. Like there was one quote I think from John Leguizamo who said like Latino for Trump is like roaches for raid.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah. I
it's
mean,
like,
you know, there was a disconnect though when I would talk to people here. When the first thing he did when he launched his campaign was say about Mexicans are bringing, they're not sending their best, they're sending
not
drugs, they're
sending their best,
criminals, they're
folks.
rapists, and some I assume are good people. Well, when I talk to people here, they disconnected from that. Like if they weren't like he wasn't also mentioning you, like he's talking about you. You understand? They're not talking about people that are on the other side of the border. They mean you too.
No, it's motivated reasoning, right?
Yeah,
They convince themselves it means something else because that's what they want it to mean.
yeah,
Like, oh, he's not talking about me.
yeah. No, like no. I'm
You know?
legal. I'm legal. It does. Okay, now how can you look at somebody and just decide they're legal?
He doesn't give a fuck, man.
Like,
He would deport me if he could.
yeah,
You know?
exactly. So that was always one of those things that like I cannot fathom how people do not get that when somebody like that, some xenophobic motherfucker like that, looks at you and says you don't belong here. That they mean just how you look. They don't mean your papers. They don't mean how you feel about your place in society. They mean everybody that looks like you.
Yeah, it's so fucked up too. Like America was never a white country. Like I could see like if you were European saying some shit like that, right? But America was always, you know what I'm saying? Like it was never in. It was always just colonizing. You know, it was never like somebody's homeland. At least certainly not white people's homeland. You know.
I would say that like what gets me is like you be seeing straight like sometimes I'll see like straight like indigenous looking Mexicans like on YouTube or whatever because I don't see them around here, but like supporting Trump and like I'm like yeah, bro, like yeah, you really fit in, man. Like you don't look out of place at all.
Yeah.
You know, like
Well, it's
yeah,
like the
like
Black
but,
Proud Boys, man. Like people probably fucking love him in right wing circles, right? It's like their token Mexican friend.
Yeah, running around
Right?
like a
yeah.
bunch of running around like a bunch of Clayton Bigsby's or something. I mean,
But you know what, man? Let me warn y'all too, though. Let me warn y'all as somebody who's been through some shit. For me, I was a token black friend for some of these leftists, bro.
oh,
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it can happen. I'm not gonna get into the details, but there's literally someone who, once we stopped being cool, homeboy literally said, that Cole James Cash whole existence is to be Michael Brooks's token black friend. And this is coming from a guy who appears in a lot of timelines as a socialist far leftist. We do that shit happens on our side too. And once whether it be when you're in with a lot of white folks, which I'm not anymore, like not at all. But when you're in a majority white crowd, there are certain aspects about that whiteness that are going to come out no matter what their intentions might be. The individual who said that has great politics, but there are certain aspects of whiteness that aren't just going to go away, bro. And they will, when you're in with that crowd, whether it be on the right or the left, once you are not that idealized token, they're done with you. Within whether you said you're Mexican and Mexican and indigenous, and obviously I'm a black Latino, whatever. I really just say I'm black, but people ask why I speak another language, and I have to explain that we don't throw people away because we come from a culture where we hang on to our shitty people,
Right.
So essentially, hold on, this is my son. Give me a second.
Right.
Well, fuck too, because then it just shows you that all their politics were bullshit.
Yeah, I mean that's what
Say
it's
some shit
reflective.
like that.
Well, that's why. I mean, I don't know if you can subscribe to leftist politics and not have some aspect of racial justice involved in there at some point.
Well, that's like it drives me nuts. Like all like the Corbyn attacks and like all the like the centrists were constantly trying to do some shit to try to say the left was like not woke enough or something. It's like, do you even understand like what we're advocating for at all? Like we're But then you have people like that who give us all a bad name.
No, well, the big issue that I notice a lot is when you talk about people who are the criticism against people who are class reductionists. We talk about that a little bit. Like you say you have like sometimes you have a class reductionist kind of view. Like and I mean I think for some people that has to be a problem. I think there's a little bit of an issue with class reduction. I know Kyle Kalinske gets shit for being a class reductionist at some points or another.
Sorry, I had to. Like I said, my son's calling me. My son's
Oh, yeah,
like
that's cool.
autistic, so
Mm-hmm.
if he calls me, like I always take his call. But with that
Right.
said, just going off it, just finishing my point
Mm-hmm.
is that it can happen on both ends.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the details on everything that happened are convoluted and stupid, but the main point of what happened was that it's so easy for white folks to throw people away
Right.
because when you don't, when you don't come from a particular culture, you don't have a culture, you just grabbing whatever while it's shiny and then you throw it away when it's done. That's how this country operates. It's the same reason why I love Mexican food and Dia de los Muertos, but having motherfuckers support it,
Yeah.
So it's that's really what it comes down to. And now going to what you were saying about the class reduction, I actually covered that on my show. I said it before and I'll say it again. A lot of what Kyle says, I don't rock with. A lot of what he be talking about, I don't care about because he's not talking to me.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle's not trying to reach people like me. He's trying to reach folks that are like borderline right wing. And I'd rather they go to him than turn to guys like Ben Shapiro. What
Right.
people got to
Yeah.
like like my friend, and I do mean my friend Michael Brooks, he tried to hold everybody together. Now, the difference between me and Michael is that he would talk to people that I got, bro. I'm not trying to talk to none of you motherfuckers. Like, but he would fuck with them, right? But it's on the other hand, and Kyle's not harming the movement. He's not harming anyone. Like he's just talking to who he's talking to. Disagreements aren't harmful. Some of the
Mm-hmm.
things he says, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about? But I guarantee you, he ain't fucking with somebody like me. He's
Right.
not like people, everyone has their different audience. But with the class reductionists, like, yeah, that's a whole different thing. And I would tell him straight up, I mean, like you white, so class reduction is just it's just a fancy way to say, like, look, man, white's normal. Can we just have it that way? And me and him could have that discussion.
Right.
And I would pull no punches, but it not in a negative way. It was like when Vaush called me a black supremacist a year ago, and then I went on Kenzo's stream and I
Uh-huh.
talked to him about it
Right.
because I'm like, dude, I could come at Vaush real foul, but for what? He's on our side. He's
Did you
on our
see he just
side.
got owned by Ilhan Omar's kid like just
Who
a couple
did?
hours ago?
Who did?
Vaush. It just happened. I was
Oh,
just reading it right
I
before we got
I
on the
I
call.
I am not shocked. Let me go look. Vouch, bro.
Yeah.
You know,
You think? See if you could pull it up, Matt. Maybe you can experiment with this whole screen share thing.
Let's see. Um, TrueAnon retweeted it. Um, let's see. Here it is. How do I share it?
There should be
Let's
like
see.
a screen share option on there somewhere.
I
all right.
DM'd it.
Okay.
Like you say you named it.
All right. Let
Yeah, I'm
me.
trying to see that, bro.
Yeah. Can
Let
you
me.
see that?
Yeah. Actually, I can. Hold up. Let me.
Okay, I see an electro map. Better shake off them porn tabs, bro.
I don't got no porn tabs. Got
I do.
my tabs are
There you go.
pretty good right now.
All right. That's you,
Like
right? Yeah. There you go. See, check that out. We are
Oh,
working through the technology, everybody, but seems like it's kind of
here,
worth it.
can you hear the video too?
Not sure.
So
Did you try it?
no,
she posted
no, but
this. Aren't you the dumb fuck for being pressed by a 17-year-old? LOL. And then he
oh,
says question mark. And then she
Mm-hmm.
responds with the clip. Can you hear it?
Yeah, a little bit. It's like fade in the background.
all the good intentions in the world.
Yeah, no, I can.
Being said.
Dumb fuck 17-year-old. He called her.
Wow.
see, shit like that is why Vouch need me as his co-host, man.
Ooh.
He need because like I said, Vouch, I'm not gonna sit here and say he don't say stupid shit, but he'll tell you he dumb sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, that hill that he insisted on dying on, where he insisted on saying like the N word as a debate tactic to throw people off their game. I guess when he was talking about right wingers, right?
I
yeah,
thought that
I
was
mean that's not
I thought that was
quite
his homeboy. I thought that was Destiny.
No, that was him. You know, there was that video going around. That was why that gun chick was backing him up, saying that he was justified doing that because in the context it's a debate tactic. You know,
He's gonna call you black supremacist, and then he does shit like that.
right.
You got like the race understander.
Yeah. So I mean, I
Hold on,
don't
y'all
know.
already know what I did. Y'all know what I did to Destiny, right?
Now when we talk about that,
Tell us the story. Yeah, give us
yes.
some of your highlights,
Yeah, bro.
your backstory, man. Because like I'm
Yeah, I did.
can't
I
say I
did
know.
Destiny real dirty, homie. This was before people like. Okay, so the best way I could put it is
Mhm.
Destiny, right? Like he was saying that there's some streamer named fuck, I forgot. It's like his black homie, right? And like he was saying that he likes using hard N-word jokes in private. Now, like that wouldn't matter to me as much as his homie, his black homie was saying like, yo, that hurts me. He gave this like emotional plea. And
Really?
Destiny just being like one of these real digital ass idiots doesn't like feel anything. Like his whole life is this screen we have on right here.
Mhm.
Um, so he's just talking super greasy, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, this isn't a debate. So there's some dickhead named Mind Waves who has this thing called Big Brain Podcast, whatever. Mind Waves is he's just a fucking soft ass bitch. Anyway, so he is, dude. He's a sucker. He's a sucker. Like, bro, I'm a leftist for real, like y'all. But if you pop shit and then play the victim, that's some sucker shit,
Right.
you know? Like anything I
Yeah.
say, I own it. Anyway, so we go on this podcast and I jump on roasting cats, man. You know, now Andre, I don't know if you're familiar with my boy Andre Domise, man. He
Yeah, I
not
love
the
Andre.
one. This dude, Andre is an intellectual juggernaut. He is my mentor. We went on
Smart dude.
together. I said, let me tell you something. Y'all know I be popping off on some dumb shit. But not with him, man. That guy is just an intellectual monster, man. Like I am amazed at how much he knows. And so basically we went on together and I was gonna say, like, yo, I'm just gonna tell this dude straight up, bro. You get your ass whooped talking like that. This ain't even a debate. Like we really have to sit here and debate something that's not debatable. It's like we're debating, is racism wrong? You know, like, and I was telling Vaush that too. Like, Vaush, bro, like, you want to debate this shit? Okay, you do that with white folks. Somebody popped off with the N word over here, bro. This is just an ass whooping. There's no like, you know, there's no discussion. I'm not talking about violence right now. I'm just saying this is what's gonna happen if you make that choice. So I let Destiny know, bro. Back when I was cool with Bad Bunny, which is obviously not the case now.
Mhm.
Oh man,
She, oh boy, did she self
speaking of Andre,
destruct.
man, that was pretty nice.
Man. But she told me how like dude didn't shower and this and that. So I was like, bro, when's the last time you showered, bro? Why your hair so sticky? Bro, I just like if you watch it, dude, I roasted this dude. And so you had half the leftists that were saying that I was just dumb and triggered, and you had leftists like Kenzo, like, yo, this dude is that dude. That's
Yeah.
so like you have to. I only stayed on for 45 minutes, right? But I made these points, right? I made these points, and then Hassan comes on and takes my place.
Okay.
Okay. Hassan, at the time, I had a bigger following. I had like a few thousand followers. I've been banned. That's why, like, you see, like, I know all these people, yet it looks like I've only been around since July. No, bro,
Yeah.
it's like my fifth. It's like my fifth name. So
Yeah,
Hassan comes
yeah. Just I was looking up on your Twitter page, right? I mean, like I wouldn't say that. Oh yeah, this dude knows Mike. This dude was cool, Michael Brooks. He talks to Sam Seder. He does. I wouldn't have called that one off of just looking at your profile.
The Google search will tell you the story of who I am, bro. It's the Google search, bro. That'll let you know. Because I was also an accomplished
your
musician.
music stuff. Yeah, that's what I saw when I Googled you.
Yeah, as you know, man, I've been in every magazine, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been, man. If you Googled that, you saw I've had hella interviews, bro. a ton
Yeah.
because I'm really good at what I do. I can pat myself on the back. And then I don't know if I showed you, Matt. Did I ever show you my byline in Forbes?
No, you got a byline in Forbes?
Yeah, let me
Oh,
text that to
man.
you. Anyway,
Yep.
yeah, I was doing leftist shit in the music industry. I'll show you, and then you can actually put it up if you wish, bro. But with that said, like basically, man, like I roasted this dude, like I roasted him real heavy, man. And what Andre came and did was he came at him intellectually, you know. But basically, the bottom line of what we did was we called out his racism and just his inability to cope with the fact that, and I'm like, I don't care how many Nazis or whatever you did or whatever, if you are saying things like this with an unapologetic tone, right? If you're just thinking that it's okay to talk like that, then you're racist, bro. Because at the end of the day, if you know, I'm very close to a former racist, okay, like very close to one. She knows how these dudes operate, right? And so she pretty much laid it out. She was like, if it's getting him money, then it's convenient. But once his crowd shifts to something that's not convenient, then he'll switch up just the same. And that's exactly what's happened, dude. Like that's literally what's happened. And I don't think that for a minute anyone can sit here and say that Bad Bunny didn't follow the crowd, that Bad Bunny didn't, you know what I mean? Like, bro, like these people, man, they're not genuine with this. The problem
That's
I
so
think about
fucking
this,
weird.
I think about this. You guys know all the problematic shit I be doing on Twitter, bro. I be having fun. But that's
Yeah.
kind of where that's where it ends, dude. Like,
Mhm.
I just don't care, dude. Like, I'll tell you right now, yes, I'm not using condoms with Doja Cat, dude. Like, that's just the fact of life. She doesn't give a fuck about me, dude. Like, it's just having fun. But
Right.
these people, man, like their true intentions are, dude, Bad Bunny was literally saying like Karen's a slur, and the people who pointed out that I use hard ER, the real racist. Like, bro, there's no, it's like that's just how these people work. So it's ironic that I would take out not me. That was really it was a group effort. I didn't do anything. I left the stream at that point. But it's ironic that me and Andre were catalysts to starting Destiny's downfall. Okay. Then he used to date Bad Bunny. And then you know what sucks for me is I used to like have fun and flirt with Bad Bunny, like just for fun, dude, on her show. And
Yeah.
now I just feel
Mhm.
like I feel like a dickhead now, bro. I really do. Hey Matt, check your DM, dude. You'll see the that's from Forbes, bro.
Well, she was saying some dumb shit, man. Like what? It's like I just don't know. I don't know if you guess she like doesn't know Andre at all, but like I wouldn't
No,
try to like
here,
match wits with that dude, man. He's like one of the smartest dudes on the internet. Like,
let me cut you off, bro. Here's what happened a year ago. Is that she was saying she was caught in privately saying a lot of anti-trans stuff, right?
Okay.
So me and Andre stood by her, bro, and said, "Listen, people make mistakes, they fuck up, right?" She was like crying on the phone to him for a minute. He really stuck by her, and so did I. I said, "Look, man, you know, I didn't stop saying the other F word in probably like till 2018, bro. I'll tell you that right now, but not because of anything anti-gay. It's just in the black community, it's just a way to emasculate somebody. So anyway, so it's like we was there for her, bro. Like all
yeah,
shit, but the way she tried to do me dirty, bro. Oh yeah, there I am. He realized
yeah.
that the label owner signed a bad contract across country and even pumped the social media of said artists with fake views. Yeah, this cat named E. Smitty, dude, like he was doing cats dirty. He didn't do me dirty because he knew that he couldn't. He knew what I'll put it like this. E. Smitty knew no E. Smitty know I don't fuck around. But there was this kid named Jamal Spears who like he signed to his label and he was just really down because he felt trapped. Like me, you already know, man. Like the music industry, man. Like you get people who really manipulate you with a lot of negativity. So it
Mhm.
said a ray of hope came in the former producer Cole James Cash, who helped Spears come out of that contract, which I helped him get out of it and expose the situation. I contacted some music journalists and they did an expose on him. This resulted in Spears producing some projects with Cole. He did a song with Lil Flip and some homies I know, because I knew I got a hold of Lil Flip and his people, and he's in Texas, so that worked out. They did a video, I produced it, all that shit, and made his way towards Benjamin Janey of Spooler. Spears and Janey met at a concert, started working together on music projects. Spears, blah, blah, blah. Like, basically, bro, he went on tour, all that shit, but I helped jumpstart his career. And if you want to know the God honest truth, I probably could have signed him and all that, but I don't care to be a boss. And Jamal knows that. That's what's funny is like, he ended up being very successful, and I could have profited off that. I'm serious, but I don't care to do that. I really can't stress to you guys enough that this leftist shit, like, I live it. Like, I genuinely live it. So when I see folks not living it, I can see it. I know who's a bunch of frauds, and I know, you know what, Matt, I should show you that time I pulled up on Matt Christman in real life too.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, yeah. Matt's a good dude. Listen to me, Matt's a good dude. But they were calling themselves Trap House. I don't see no trap black folks on this show, and I let them know.
Yeah, I heard you on what's the name show?
Pod
Damn America.
Yeah.
Big show.
Oh yeah. No, so listen to me. I was on Pod Damn America, and then I was like on Super Tuesday, they were like, yo, Chapo Trap House. And I'm like, yo, I was talking mad greasy. Let me pull up. Like, I'm being honest. You know, I'm being honest. Like, I got the video, bro. So let me send that to you, man. With that said, going back to Andre, we stood by Bad Bunny, and what Bad Bunny did was she like said that I was being sexist, but then she blocked me, unblocked me, and then said I wasn't following her anymore. I'm like, what the fuck? I rarely block anyone. Like, I wouldn't abandon you. And I was actually very diplomatic. I said, look, I don't agree with Kenzo like making a meme out of you. I even said, Kenzo, look, man, I ain't mad at you, but come on, bro, we gotta be cool. And he was like, yo, it's good. You know, like Kenzo's good too, right? So I was like, let's be diplomatic. You know, I told Andre, I was like, Andre, if you want to talk about black issues, maybe it wasn't the time or place, because poor Rob, man.
Yeah. He handled it like a champ, right?
Rob a good dude, man. But so basically, man, like she tried to say like I was like contributing to sexism. Like she totally made herself out to be the victim. It's like, you're gonna do us like that after we stood by you? That's wrong.
Fucked up. I didn't know that backstory part. Tony, you probably don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Did you see on Taylor? She was saying some shit like, saying black men benefit from the patriarchy. And Andre explained it to her pretty clearly how that wasn't the case. And then
give her the best line about when black men get killed, bro.
What did she say? And she was like, they get more publicity when they're murdered.
Yes.
And that's how they benefit from the patriarchy. It's just like,
you gotta understand.
What the fuck are you even arguing? Like,
Andre's a literal black professor, bro. Like Matt, this is not the guy to be arguing with this. This guy has books on his shelf. He knows them in and out. He will cite them. That good. And you being a former chud, allegedly, you're gonna go one-on-one with whatever bullshit degree you got. Coming from me with a bullshit art degree. Yeah. I'm not gonna go one-on-one with him about anything. Here's what I will go at Andre about. You know, what I whoop his ass. Yes. Bro, I always like say dumb shit to him just to piss him off, dude. He's threatened to shoot me several times. Like, I'll call him just to fuck with him, dude, because we were for real friends, man. And so, like, with that said, man, like Bad Bunny really just did some bad faith shit, and it's like, man, you didn't even have to do that, man. Like, she wanted me to condemn Kenzo. I said that's not what I do in private or in public. No, but he's the one who made the meme of her leaving, you know, and she was sensitive about it. He took it down. He deleted it, right? Then I guess she wanted to screenshot like his Discord, not understanding like, hey, Bad Bunny, you're not exactly loved around here, bro. So cats came with the receipts, you know.
It's just weird, like what you're saying about like living this shit. It's like, these are my politics because this is the right thing, right? Like, because being a leftist is the right, you know. It's like morally and intellectually the correct position. I'm not like, exactly. I don't say shit because I think it's like, you know, like I try to have an entertaining show, but I'm not gonna like come up with hot takes just to like, you know, somehow start some shit or like get some clout or whatever, you know. Not like
Exactly, man. Like honestly, you know, it's just not what I like. My show, um, not, Matt, I don't know how familiar you are with my show, no longer called Ghetto News Network, but like it got on because it was literally something that nobody else was doing, which was just regular like takes, man. You know, like regular, like everyday, like black folk shit. And I use the N word, bro. I say whatever I want when I want, bro. I just don't care. I'm gonna do
like
what I'm
that's
gonna
the kind
do.
of shit we need, though, man.
Yeah, but
That's
I
the
mean,
kind of
it's
shit that
that.
makes
Yeah, it's that authenticity, bro. That authenticity
Yeah.
people do gravitate towards, man. So
yeah,
Yep.
like, you know, like that theory stuff and all. It's interesting and it's good to like, you know, argue with people online and stuff, right? But it's like that's not how you're gonna like. That's not how you're gonna bring people, you know, working class people on board. You're not gonna explain to them, you know, like maybe a little bit of, you know, like the labor theory of value is not gonna bring people on board.
No, not
Actually
at all. That's
explain
really a
them.
lot of what I try to explain to folks, bros. It's never gonna work out like that. You know?
Um,
Like
so what's
I
gonna
found
happen
a video.
tomorrow?
yeah,
Um,
yeah. You know, let me go to this map, so you can check it out here. Let's see where I can do this. Let's cut this one out.
Is that your map?
No, this is a consensus map on 270 to win.
What was that shit you were tweeting earlier? The DraftKings?
Well, it's because DraftKings released a map too, that said, I guess from their users and shit. Actually, if I go ahead and pull that up too, so
I like how DraftKings is only available in like 21 states, yet somehow they all vote.
right, they got like a 50 state consensus about where they think their users think that the election's gonna go or who's gonna win. So
It just shows you how dumb they are too. When they're all so convinced that
Yeah,
Trump's
it's
gonna like win in the
it's-
landslide.
yeah, it's right here. Like so,
Hold on a second,
with
Matt. Just to let you know, this video of me pulling up on Matt Christman, I have to send it through the phone because doing it through Twitter, like it'll cut it off. But yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Right, so this is the thing from DraftKings. DraftKings election poll alert with over 350,000 entries. The majority of people in every state besides Colorado predict that Donald Trump will be the winner of tomorrow's election.
What? 350,000 of them?
Yeah, so this is the sports book. So then the reply I sent out from the show, are you taking bets on your being right? So
Yeah, I'll take those odds, man.
yeah, I mean, not for like I used to like to look at the betting odds to figure out who's gonna win something rather than the polling. So on that, Biden is like minus 200 right now. He has a 65% shot at winning, which is pretty damn decent. So
I'll put it to you like this: and DraftKings is for motherfuckers who can't beat the spread.
Yeah.
If you can't, like, why would I be doing DraftKings when I could just be doing real fucking betting? Dude? Like, fuck all that.
Yeah. Well, those morons are bullish. They're bullish on Trump.
it seems like
No. So that's like trusting like a Twitter poll. Like, all right, like let's say one of these, dude. You know the worst freaking sellout because I have to watch my language because we're on Twitch. The worst sellout for me, one of the worst is that guy Terrence K. Williams. Like,
Yeah.
you know who I'm talking about?
I mean, I know who
Like,
he is just, you know, from being a
he's the
MAGA
one
chud.
that be like, President Trump, we have to protect President Trump, y'all. We gotta, like, bro, like, he was the one that, dude, it's so funny when all those Trump support, you know, what's funny is like, there's so few black Trump supporters. We like know who they all are, you know?
you could probably count them. You know,
Yeah.
Dude, Weezy.
you got them all on one list.
Hold up, Matt. Okay, you got the video, right? I want you to look,
Hold up.
listen to freaking Matt's demeanor when I walked up on him. He's a good dude, man. Real cool guy.
I mean, should I put it on the screen or is it?
Um, Yeah, not to interrupt what you got, Anthony, but you guys wanted to know my backstory, bro. So I'm
Right.
giving it to you.
Right. Let's roll back.
Hold on. Should I
Where
put it
you?
up? Share it?
Yeah. Let's see. Pull it
Yeah,
up. See
yeah.
if I.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
We will talk about the election shit, but I just want you to see this real quick.
All right. Let's go to it. Were you able to get it?
Here it is.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
Where do you have it, bro? I can't see that one.
Matt, this one, right? Yeah. Let me tell you something, man. It's the greatest thing I fuck with y'all, man. Oh, really? I want to know. Y'all play some Chapel.
Yeah, man, I can't pull. I don't. Did you send it to me, or how are you trying it?
I already did. I know it's or not. But a lot of my friends, like some of my family members, went to prison so that you can have that iron. I know. So I want to know. I know. That when you don't have somebody like me, because the only black social. Bring him on. Bring him on. Bring him on. We saw it. It's on Twitter. It's already on Twitter. You gonna have somebody like me on your show? I would do it. Amen. That's real talk. You know, Michael Brooks. That's my. Yeah, no, yeah. That's my partner. He's great. That's my partner. You know, Jamie. That's my homegirl. Yeah, no, they're great. Yeah, Jamie's actually official correspondent for my show. Oh, really? No bullshit. Yeah, no. Great. So yeah. If you ain't bullshitting,
I can't hear it. I can't. I don't know where you pulled it up, bro.
Pause it, Matt. Pause it, Matt.
Yeah, can you? I don't know if you can hear us. He's just laughing.
Matt,
how many you guys show? I mean, in fair, but you could have there's a couple you could have picked up. It's true, there's a couple you could have picked up. Yeah. Like you could have had Derek. Well, no, they don't really do academics, so I don't know. I mean, because let me tell you something. Yeah, the working class people that move in and come to this movement, they look to people like me to translate what you do. What you do, I can't bring to the hood. Right. You got to go through somebody like me who can speak the language of the working class people. That, like I said, I know it's irony, but who ain't going for that? Yeah, no, of course not. No, you know what I mean? I fuck with it. But I'm just letting you know, man. Yeah, I know. So let me ask you a question. So if I DM you gonna fuck with me and let me come on? Well, I'm not in charge here. Okay. I'm gonna hit you, man, because obviously I fuck with you. To some extent, but I'm just saying. I appreciate any extent of fucking. Any fucking. I'm very happy. But no, DM me and I will bring it to the table. I swear. All right, man. I'm gonna get you right now. Okay? I'm gonna make it happen right now. All right, man. You know I had to record this, man.
That went well.
Yeah. Yo, could you? I wasn't able to pull it up. I didn't know where you had it.
Yeah, it's okay, babe. Matt, can you describe Matt's demeanor?
He was cool, man. He was cool with it. He rolled with the punches. He handled it in style. Like, you know, he was like, he took the criticism in good faith, and he was, because I was not a dick about it.
I was acting in good faith. Because what I said on Jake's podcast, that's exactly what I told him. Yeah. I said, y'all call it Chapel Trap House, but I don't see none of my people on it. You not paying homage. So I'm gonna need you to get me on there so we can do this, you know? Yo. And so basically, like I'm telling you, man, like everything that I say on Twitter, I'll say to your grill. And that's why I don't talk super greasy, because I have to have a problem with you to make it a problem.
Right.
You know, like I've been shot up, I've been stabbed, all that. Like I've been through real beef. So it's like things aren't a problem unless I declare it one. And I'm not saying that as a tough guy. It's like I'm being honest. Like it's not a problem unless you make it one. And so I'm not one of these guys that talks all greasy. Excuse me, making threats and all that, because it's not about that. Like, because people will be like F Chapo and this and that, but they go on in a hot second, dude. It's not about that. But my only criticism was that I just wish that they would, if you're gonna call it Trap House, then you need to have folks that been through that.
They need to sell more drugs.
I mean, hold up. Felix Beater took a beating on my show, and like a champ, man. He took it like a champ. I'm still proud of Felix, man. Yeah. Felix and Virgil, two of the realest ones on there. You know, like
So we got a comment out from Base of PJ, my man CJC. About time you got your ass up on the stream.
yeah, PJ, dude. PJ, since I've been back on Twitter, like I think he saw the last mutual aid stream I did, and PJ, I did. Let me just give you guys some news. So in mid-December, I am making a gigantic move out of the country.
What?
Yeah. Yep.
Where you going?
I'm making. I can't say right now, but I renewed my passport and I'm making a move out of the country.
Damn.
It's set in stone. So I will be spending a lot of time streaming. Okay. I will be spending like New Year. I'm gonna be one of these dudes on Twitch, just like because I'm not gonna have like when I get in this country, I'm required to quarantine for 2 weeks.
Oh,
so
shit,
it's like I'm just I'm not gonna be able to go nowhere. Can't even gotta get weed delivered, bro. Like, so it's just I'm gonna be doing a lot of streaming. But yeah, I'm gonna set up a show probably early next week, and don't worry, the aftermath. We gonna get that. But yeah, this guy, he PJ from Florida, I believe he's doing some local Florida politics, and I'm gonna keep it real, man. I'm interested in what he got going on because local Florida is like just the most wildest shit, bro. Like, think about this, right? Think about this. Where else would freaking a former governor candidate get caught butt naked doing meth with another man? Like,
I love that shit. Oh man, it's one of my favorite stories.
I'm like, yo, is this Love and Hip Hop or what did I Gilliam, bro? Like,
y'all ever done that shit where you Google your birth date and then you put Florida man?
Yeah, like I'm a big fan of Andrew Gilliam, and in today's world, that's not gonna hurt him, bro. Like, ain't nobody tripping off that.
No, it seemed to have gone away pretty quickly, right?
That's because when nobody tripping, bro. Like, okay, like let me put it like this: in the black community, bro, the issue isn't so much being gay. The issue is not telling anybody, like doing, and I quote, down low stuff. Now, me, I don't think you should have to tell anybody anything, but for some reason, if you on the under like that, people don't respect it. But my thing is that, like, I was like, well, obviously his wife must know because there's no way you just do that, So his wife ain't tripping. He's bisexual, and hey, you'd be surprised. I'm a straight cis guy, so it's like people are often surprised because I'm so open, like talking to anybody and befriending anybody. My co-host Dahlia St. Knives is a trans woman. Like, people are surprised to know that no, I'm just a regular straight guy because I'm cool with everybody. I'm down with everybody, anybody, but yo, you'd be surprised the confessions I get sometimes, bro. Like, hey, So yeah, but yeah, PJ's a good dude, man. Like he's
saying right here, Tampa is fucking wild. The church are pulling guns on protesters. DA's not charging drivers for hitting protesters, throwing us in jail for disorderly and beating the shit out of us until bail gets made. Yeah,
Florida passed those laws, remember?
Yeah, we're gonna get into that shit because we saw over here in Texas those motherfuckers out here running wild even on the Biden bus. They surrounded that shit.
And it was Mexican. A few of them was Mexican. Oh yeah, very disappointing, man.
Oh yeah,
my son is half Mexican. My kid's mom is from Guadalajara, bro. So like, you gotta understand.
You know the identities of the cars. I just saw the clips of the cars, but they caught the guys.
Somebody exposed this shit.
Are they charging them?
They gotta charge them with something for that shit, though, right?
Well, here's the problem. They went after a presidential candidate's bus, even if it's staffers. The feds are looking at that now, bro. You're not gonna just walk away from that, dude. You should have you got to keep it to protesters, bro. When you start hitting people with power, bro, you're gonna get hit.
Yeah,
it's kind of funny that the FBI's like like the FBI is like the liberal bureaucracy now,
Right.
right?
Well, I mean, they busted that other dude that was trying to go drop a bomb off in Biden's front door. You know, so
Yeah, and
it,
then there's
you
the
got them.
Michigan kidnappers. Like the FBI is like,
The Michigan
you know,
kidnappers. You got Kyle Rittenhouse, of course, is another one. All of
fuck
these
that
motherfuckers
dude.
all over the place, all just losing their damn mind. So you
No,
got
but I'm
another.
saying the FBI is like the only one who's doing anything.
Yeah, but you
There's no
think
accountability.
it
Like we
seems
talk
like.
about this like all the time. There's like
Mhm.
no accountability anywhere in government. Like they keep doing fucked up shit and then nothing happens. You know, like the ICE, the like uterus collector at the ICE facility, right?
Right.
There's
Yeah, that's been
nothing.
a story that we've been
Fucking
following here. Is
the
that
murders at Fort Hood, right? Like
right?
none of this shit.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, they've been letting these white supremacist groups run wild. Like they've been actively suppressing it, like taking the money out of it, telling them, don't fund this. Make sure you're looking for like jihadis, and
Mhm.
don't don't be fucking around with the white supremacists. And it's coming back to bite him in the ass now, man. The chuds are fired up,
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
fired up.
And it's gonna be, and for me, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens if he does go ahead and lose. Because
Well,
if he
Coulson,
does, and especially under that scenario that I keep telling you, Matt, that Red Mirage scenario where the mail-in ballots come in and put him over the top, put Biden over the top, right?
so what do you think they're going to do though? Like you saw that caravan tonight. Like, what do you think those guys are going to do? Like, how much more can they escalate? Like, what tactics do we think they're going to try to do to like, we saw like, like the Brooks Brothers riot, right? Like that your dad Sam Seder is always talking about, like something like that, right? But I'm just trying to think of how that would take shape. Like, would they go to where they're counting the votes, try to fuck with
I'll
it?
put it like this. I'll put it like this. I talked about this on my show with David Griscom and Jamie. What we have here is if Biden wins, which, bro, I'm just be honest, this motherfucker's gonna take it, dude. He's got it. Like, when you talk, I always tell people when you talk to regular voters, bro, they're sick of the shit, dude. Like they just want this shit over with.
That seems
Like
to be
like
the
I tell people,
consensus.
don't rely on what you're seeing online. That's amplified. When you talk to regular people, bro, they don't want to deal with it anyway. All the Biden vote is going to do is delay the inevitable fascism that's already here. Like this place genuinely finished. What I mean by that is if you think about it like this country was founded on genocide, murder, and racial superiority.
Yep.
When you never reconcile with it, right? When you don't reconcile with it and you allow it to be where it's not even ashamed, I don't make statistical predictions on that, PJ, man. I'm sorry, I'm not that invested. I don't do analytics on electoral college mostly because I don't care. So I apologize, bro.
No, I think we're gonna look at a map at some point,
we're
though,
gonna go
BJ.
through we're gonna go through the
Hold on.
map.
Let me just finish my point real quick. This country has never come to terms with its racial issues, so it's going to come to terms one way or another.
Yeah.
And when Biden is in office, it's only going to strengthen that movement because now they're going to feel like, well, Trump got him glassed up, and so Biden is not, and Biden and Kamala are not Obama, bro. They're not good at like tempering.
What, keeping the mask on the
I
shit?
feel like Obama kind of had the opposite effect, though.
But
No,
see, that's okay.
didn't
So
Obama make people more racist,
I don't think that's what it was. I think
or he made them be more open with it, more reactionary about it?
No, look, I
They're
think
probably always that way, but
look, with Obama, this is the thing. He was this charismatic dude that just went out in front of the camera, and he had so many people just loving hearing him talk, and all the shit, all the bad crap that goes on overseas,
I think
domestically.
a lot of it, though,
it was easy to put him in front of a camera and just cover everything up.
Doesn't it feel like it's gotten worse as the narrative has gotten worse, though? Like the chuds have gotten fired up.
The best way I could explain it, I do have to go shortly, guys, but the best way I can explain it is this. And you can mark my words. It's only going to get worse. These riots are not going away. Black people, Latinos, we're not asking anymore, bro. Because it's and it really is a black and brown alliance. Don't let fucking anybody tell you different. It'd be a lot of Latinos that's out there with us, non-black ones. I'm not talking about guys like me.
Mm-hmm.
There'd be a lot of Mexicans that's out there with us, man. Like, we're not going away. Black Lives Matter is not going away. And if you think for a second, Joe Biden, Mr. The looting and stuff has to stop. He don't feel our pain. He doesn't care. It's only going to get worse. And that's the reason why, in all honesty, I don't have the heart to stay because I have a rebuilt leg. I'm not physically able. And I'm 37. I'm going to be 38 in a couple months. I'm tired, guys. I'm just tired. And I'd like to just live in peace, and I have that opportunity. I'm taking it. I will be gone before this guy's sworn in. A vote for Biden is buying a little bit of time to delay the inevitable fascism that's coming, because the next Trump is going to be capable. He's going to know what he's doing, and he's going to say stuff like, you know what? Let's give black folks some reparations, and then we're gonna lean on them. We're gonna lean on them bad. It's like, dude, there are ways to get people to rock with you and then not rock with you.
Right.
And there's the next one, the Scott Walkers or whatever, the Tom Cottons. They know what they're doing, man. Like, my dad talks about it, and it's true. So with that said, man, like, let me just give a big shout out to big shout out to my man Adam Hudson, who let us all know that Democrats are the enemy of the people, because they are. And also Jamie, dude, who, she gets clowned for saying revolution's the only way. It really is, guys. Like, honestly, it's the only way, man. We're only buying time. That's all we're doing. There's not going to ever be I'm 37. How old are you guys?
37.
33. Wait, I'm at 33. Yeah, I'm 33 now.
So let me just put it to you like this. Let me just finish this. 2008, bro. George Bush gave me $600, and then Obama took his place. That was a great summer. Bro, that's never coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was a great summer.
Oh. Yeah, it's never coming back. That life is over. That whole era is over with. It's one way. It's either fascism or it's revolution. It's the only way this place is going.
What if the Chuds escalate it and try to steal the election? Like, what do you think? I don't know. If there's
yeah,
if we have to put if we have to win back the presidency or some shit, I don't understand how that would take shape, but just of that theoretical possibility.
I don't see California remaining in the union, if you want to know the God honest truth. I don't.
Yeah.
Because you've heard Newsom say California's a nation state.
It should be.
You have a few of them states like that that have self-sustaining economies, to that point. But
that could happen. That's an option.
But would you see that whole fascist scenario playing out if Trump just says, fuck it, I'm not going. I'm gonna use every kind of shit that I can do to not go, to invalidate the election, and then have some kind of
You know what the problem with that is? You know what the problem with doing that is?
The Army's on his side, right?
Is that the Senate and all that? Those guys are done with that too, man.
That's the problem.
They got what. That's the issue, is that he doesn't have, he wasn't good at making friends. He just wanted to threaten people, dude.
Right.
All he had to do was be a normal human being, and he'd have another 4 years right now. All he had to do was just fucking, but he couldn't do that, dude. He's just too dumb. And so, nobody, bro, do you see any senators really going to bat for him? Not really.
What you see now is a few of them senators, like Ted Cruz, recently. You're just giving him the soft stiff arm. Just trying to do that. Just trying to give him the soft stiff arm, waiting to see a life beyond Trump and a career beyond Trump already. They think they think that whole base that got him in and that sticks by him no matter what the fuck he does is just gonna go away after win or lose, whatever happens. They think they're gonna go back to some kind of Mitt Romney Republican, they can go and reverse this shit. And that's a terrible reading of their own party to think that is ever gonna be an option. There's gonna be a whole portion of their base that's gonna be if Trump is out of the race, is out of office this next tomorrow, they're gonna follow him. They're gonna want him to run again. They're gonna stick by his every word anytime he says something.
Yeah.
You know, that's not gonna leave. That's not gonna stop.
My only opinion before I go is that, bro,
Mm-hmm.
Ted Cruz's wife is available, bro. She's just waiting for she waiting for the right one, man. Like, bro, she's so lucky, man. She's so lucky she's not like decent. Cause bro, she's kinda hurt, man. Like, I don't know. But then to be able to say, huh?
She's not as ugly as Trump makes her out to be, right?
Can we get a picture of Ted Cruz's wife? Like, before I go, we need to settle this. Pull her up, please.
Jamie, pull that shit up.
Let's see. You want a picture of Heidi fucking Cruz? Jamie, pull it up.
That's her name.
All right, let's go for it. Let's see. Heidi Cruz.
I was gonna ask, so are you gonna be doing music on the road or what? You just,
bro, I turned in my final rap project. I'm completely switching to house music / footwork juke. So yeah, I'm doing a full on genre switch.
All right, there we go, bro. There we go, everybody. Heidi Cruz.
Oh yeah, she cool.
she's no Melania, but she's I see a lot of those
politicians. Bro, this girl's way more homely, man. Like, yo, yeah,
she looks okay in that picture.
Yeah, that picture. She's okay, bro. Like,
What did Trump say about her?
She tried to say she was super ugly, and she's not, dude.
What did he say specifically? Like,
she's country hot.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with PJ. Yeah, she definitely country hot, bro. I just want to let y'all know I approve of Heidi Cruz. Ted definitely is not laying down no pipe. So yeah, that's that's where I'm at with that. It was nice being on with y'all. I apologize that I just went here and there and everywhere.
Oh no, man! It's real dope to have a good conversation with you, man. Like, hope you can have you back on at some point in the future too.
Oh yeah. You guys can have me back on, and especially when there's going to be that 2-week quarantine period where I can't go anywhere, bro. Like, I'm gonna just be on Twitch, bro, just bullshitting, bro. Like, I'm gonna holler at y'all, though, man. Good to see y'all.
All right,
man.
All right. Thanks, bro. All right, let's go to here. I am working with what I got to work with here, people. So
how much time do we have left?
We got enough time, bro. We got enough time. Let's see. Boom. And I am gonna flip that back. And I am gonna do custom.
So, PJ's in Florida. I feel like, hold on, reading your comments. Oh yeah, St. Petersburg. Yeah, man. I feel like Florida or Pennsylvania, I feel like is where anything will go down if it does.
We're gonna go through the map right now, since I was hoping to get Cash's take up on that, but he had to go. But it's cool. We'll press on. Let's see.
Oh yeah, dude. Okay. A lot of Philly guys moved to Florida, huh? I was born in Philly. I grew up there, and then I moved to Atlanta when I was in
Matt has lived all over the place.
Yeah, but
no, that's not even
exaggerating. Philly's like my hometown. Like that's that's who I root for.
Is there one part of the country that you've never lived in or spent an extended amount of time in?
Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask, because I think I'm keeping kind of a little bit of track of
I mean, I've been there, but I lived in LA, and then I'm in Chicago now. I lived all over the East Coast, in Atlanta, Baltimore, Philadelphia, New York, everywhere. Okay. Yeah, I'm
Let
originally
us.
from Northeast Philly,
All right, let's see.
like
Let
over
me
at like
let's go.
Knights Road.
All right, let's see if I can pull up this map here, and boom. All right, Matt. So this here is the consensus map. You can see from where's this shit? You can have like a bunch of different presets for this thing.
What's the score in the consensus?
The
290 to
consensus map.
163. Wow.
Yeah, so this is the
I don't think
consensus
it'll be
map.
that much. Yeah, right. There's a nice metal scene there. Like my uncles all played, my cousins and stuff.
So let's see. Consensus electoral map. I'm trying to see if I can move it around a different preset, but doesn't look like it. Okay, so yeah, but that's the consensus right now. Is we're
Can you look at it like in terms of like when the polls close? Like, is there anything like that we'll know?
doesn't look like it. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I think it's probably a lot closer to that, PJ. What you're saying than
It said 290
this.
to 248. So that's about where they have the presets at. Where
Yeah,
Biden already has the 290. Do you? I mean, according to you, Matt, what do you think? Would you leave Biden up there at that 290? Is there any states that you take off?
let me say. Mm. Damn, that's not even counting the toss-up states either. Wow.
Yeah, I mean that's most of them. So if I had to go ahead and say it, it's gonna probably come down to just keeping Pennsylvania, or Florida, one of them.
Yeah.
Give
And will
Biden
they?
all of Maine because of that Gideon Collins race. Okay, let's see. Let's give Biden all of Maine.
Yeah, and then he needs to get all those Midwestern states too. Like Trump needs to get
So like
a lot.
let's give Trump the rest of these things. All right. So then that puts him at 247 to 291. So like I said, I think it's gonna hang on doing a couple things. If Trump takes up Pennsylvania here, and let's see what's a likely scenario. Let's see, still the same, just a point really. Yeah, he'd have to flip one other spot. Maybe Arizona. Arizona's still within play.
Yeah, I don't know about both of those. I think, yeah.
So let's see if Arizona at that point, then Trump would win. If he wins Arizona,
What
Pennsylvania.
about New Hampshire?
What's up?
Yeah, or New Hampshire. He could.
You don't think let's see. Yeah, let me flip
Arizona.
that.
Yeah, there's a lot of psychos in Arizona.
Yeah,
I just know
you got Arpaio.
there's the never Trump. There's like the John McCain people though, right?
Yeah, but I mean the John McCain people aren't the Trump people.
So that's what I'm saying. So like they might vote for Biden.
They
I
might.
think a lot of
That's why
Republicans in
if you
Arizona.
end up giving like PJ said, if you give Biden all of Maine, and I mean that like right there, it's close. The one state that I saw, some people saying might flip is Nevada because it's a little bit weird. So I mean,
Or New Hampshire, right?
You think New Hampshire? All right, okay, let's try New Hampshire. Let's give Nevada back to Biden.
Oh, so if he wins Nevada, he can take it. Oh, he's
Yeah.
got to win all the other states too, though. He's got to win Pennsylvania, Florida, Ohio,
Let's see. Let's put up the scoring
Carolina.
here. I think it's likely too that it could be a 270, 268, but I feel it really, really depends on when the votes get counted, though. Yeah, that's the tricky part of this whole situation is how much is it gonna end up
Like,
coming?
I want to.
How much is it gonna depend on, these damn mail-in ballots? Because you hear reports of there being a pretty high turnout in terms of people using mail-ins. So if you have a large amount of them and you have You know, and you have issues court wise that they're gonna throw out, you know, when one of these things are valid. Like they just tried to throw out a whole mess of them out there in
Yeah.
Texas.
And they got
Here, this is what I
denied.
was looking for. So look, this is a map according to 538 right now. According to 538, then Biden's at 319.
Wow.
Yeah, and let's see the polling map. This is the RCP averages right now.
That's not even counting any of those toss-up states.
So you can see right here, this is the RCP average polling. So here, there's a lot more toss-ups. There's a lot more wiggle room.
So if he gets all
it's I mean basically all the toss-up states, right? So which way let's get your official map then, Matt, so we can go ahead and have this set for tomorrow.
Oh, man, I don't know this guy. I mean, let's see.
I believe in you, Matt. You are a skilled political commentator.
Yeah, I just don't know what the polling looks like. Let me see the polling average. Is this the polling averages one?
Yeah, this is the polling averages one.
Okay. Okay. I think all of that's going to happen. Let me look at the toss-ups. What do you think about Florida, PJ? I think Florida's fucked up. I don't know. Like, I think Trump could definitely take Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's a definite possibility. You know, let's see if I can go to pull up the RCP averages really fast.
There's a lot of psycho chuds there. Like
let me see.
Yeah, I kind of think Florida's going to go Trump too.
If
he takes Pennsylvania and Florida, does he get it? Is that enough for him to win?
Pennsylvania right now, all but let's see, 3 of these polls are going toward Biden. Biden is 2.6 up. That is not much. That is yeah.
Wow. So Clinton was 1.9 up. So 2.6 was the margin of error last time.
2.6 was Trump was ahead in the polls against Hillary. 2.6 is what it looks like at the end. Right, these are the exit polls. So Hillary was up 1.9, and then Trump ended up winning by 2.5 ahead of the polls.
So
something like
if
that.
the polls are as off as they were last year,
0.7. My bad. I'm still figuring this out. So
if the polls were as off as they were last year, a 2.6.
Right, there'd be a 2.6. There'd be a 2.6 margin here.
So then, if it's close,
yeah. So if you take that into consideration, 2.6, 2.6, it's a tie. It's a dead tie. If you take that same margin of error,
and that's
from the last time, that is some shit.
Yeah.
That is the state of this fucking race right now.
If it's that close,
which
they're going to feel it.
Good lefty would like to mention right about now. If this was Bernie, this would not be like this. I'm just going to throw that shit in there because, yeah. Any ties go through the House, which is Trump and incumbent. Well, the way it works is that every state will send a few people to vote on who they want to be president. I forgot how many. What is it? The consensus of how many delegates or how many representatives? It's a whole thing that they do in the House of Representatives where every state has a delegation and they all vote one way or another.
That's if it's tied 268 to 268.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So he's saying
that
a tie in the sense of reading these polls. Yeah. So if that's the case, then you have to give Pennsylvania to Trump if you're gonna go off of that stuff. But that is some shit, man. That is 2.6. All right, so let's hit.
So let's look at the map. If he gets Pennsylvania,
all right, let's go back to the map. Let's see. Let's give him Pennsylvania. Let's give old Trump here Pennsylvania. Ohio. I'm thinking that's gonna be pretty easy to go to Trump. He's ahead in that one. So from here, Trump is an average of 1.4 up. So let's give him that one. Iowa, I think that one's leaning his way. North Carolina, I saw was 0.6 in the direction of Trump. That one's good. So let's go to Georgia. Oh, that's Virginia. Wrong one. Man, I'm telling you, since we started streaming with the Ethernet cable, it's so much faster.
Hey,
Point
what's
two
up,
up.
Kenzo?
Yo, what's up, Kenzo? We're
Yeah.
putting together an electoral map here. You want to
What
chime
do you think is
in?
gonna happen?
There you go. So let's
Right.
see. Texas, I am holding out hope that Texas does flip, but yeah. Well, look, they're asking now. Do you have PA for Trump? Yeah, we're testing that out because here's the deal. We just talked about this, but just to backtrack a little bit. Biden is up on an average of 2.6, and the error last time against Hillary was 2.6. So since it's a tie, we're just gonna go ahead and say let's play devil's advocate for it. So let's see. PJ has another comment here. So let's see. Because look at it this way, boys. 52% didn't vote in 2016. Not all of that 52% stayed home just because of HRC. There are people in that 52 that could be energized for Trump this time.
Yeah,
I don't hear folks
exactly.
factoring that in.
I
Yeah.
heard some
So
people saying that
what?
like
See what a lot of people don't
non-college
understand this
educated white
though is
people.
that a lot of the pollsters they ended up looking so shitty after getting it wrong and Hillary losing that they've been skewing their polls to compensate for a Trump bump anyway.
Uncock the polls, bro.
So that's part of it. So let's go and continue with this map here. Oh yeah, let's do Texas just because that's my home state, and I would just like to see a Republican lose, not so much a Democrat win, but he is up 1.2 here. AOC was leading a call thing, but all right, let's just go with the leans. Let's give them all the leans.
All these votes. I mean, I did see that there was, supposedly an increase in non-college educated
All
white
right,
people
so let's see.
registering to
Biden.
vote.
All right, so okay, so Biden is up an average of 1.8 in Florida. He's winning with the elderly. That's where everybody likes to go retire. Trump was 0.2 up in the average, and he ended up winning by 1.2. So we factor that in, 1.2. Biden will still take it. Let's give that. That's actually a stronger state
Right.
for Biden. So let's give him that one. Let's go to Arizona.
Wait a minute. Flip it. I think that comment. Read that last comment.
Biden takes PA because A, it's his home state, and B, the fracking issue is all smoke and mirrors. And you see, the thing about it is, the stupid thing about it is the majority of people that you poll in Pennsylvania do not want fracking when you're looking at the polling. But then you have Trump trying to paint him as an anti-fracker, and then Biden doing everything he can to say, no, I love fracking. Fracking is great. Fracking, yes, I'm a pro-fracker. When you have a state that likely would have just been more energized to come out for you if you said, yeah, I want to ban fracking. Yeah, fracking's bad actually, but I don't know who's he trying. I think he's trying to appeal to moderate Republicans, I guess, with that. if that's the plan. What were you saying, Matt?
Anybody? No, there's people aren't voting on fucking fracking. Like the few thousand people that work in that industry are going to do that, right? Because it's their job. They're not going to vote against their job or whatever. But
right,
most people are voting on the same culture war issues that you ask any Trump supporter. That's what they say. Like
what fracking? Like if it's see, this is
no. When you ask them why they're voting for Trump, they say shit like it's all like culture war stuff. It's like they think that like Facebook is censoring them, and they think that the schools are teaching the kids to be like gay communists, and that's the only thing they talk about. They don't have any kind of there's never any kind of if there's any kind of policy critique, it's like, oh, he's spending too much on foreign aid, or he's spending too much on the schools or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So that's not what they're voting on. I don't think that's it. But it's seriously so much a question of are they willing to go with the culture war shit instead of and go with Trump, who's objectively handling the country terribly, right? Like, what is more important to
Yeah,
them?
and like
Like dying in a
and
pandemic, or,
the
you know,
anti-mask,
the
COVID
1619
conspirator
project.
people, they're so loud when you hear their opinions everywhere on the news, online. For me, it's hard to get a consensus really, because I hear about all the fucking problem people like. For y'all, I know y'all probably new in the chat. Like, my girlfriend works up in the city of health here, in the Department of Health here in the city of El Paso, and she gets to talk to all the hardheads that are like, no, fuck it, I'm not gonna isolate. I don't care that I'm positive. I don't care. Like, it's just the flu. She talks to all them people. So all I hear about are a bunch of hardheads that don't want to wear masks, and a bunch of people on the news or online that are like, my rights, my rights. There's no city ordinance. There's no law. There's I don't care. I'm not gonna wear a mask as long as Trump doesn't wear a mask. And
Mm-hmm.
it's hard for me to gauge where are people's heads at nationwide on the issue of how Trump is handling stuff, because a lot of people are even saying he did the best that he could. He's handling it as everything.
That's
He's
right.
doing everything that he can, so it's not really his fault. So I mean, where do you think that the country comes down on it, Matt? Just
I think that's what I'm saying. I think, like, last time there was like the shy Trump voter. Like, I actually feel like with a lot of those people, it's like there's the shy Biden voter, right? It's like right wing chuds who are, vocally like, oh, he's fucking killing it, man. Yeah,
right.
like, you see how he banned China, like that's their thing. They always say,
Yeah, like
like,
ban China is his big battle cry to how he handled the virus so well.
yeah,
I mean, did
oh, you see what I
did,
did?
did
I went
people
with
did
Chinese
people did it not resonate with people when that tape leaked and he said, "Oh, I know this is serious. I know we should wear masks. I know we should do all this stuff,
I
but I'm
think
trying to
deep down
downplay."
inside, no, yeah, I think deep down inside they know he fucked it up, right? But it's like, is it, like I said, is it more important to them that they like continue to own the libs and continue to like do their culture war grievance stuff, or
who knows,
somebody
but
who is
so
seemingly more competent on it?
I know I'm in the way here, but all right. So we can see here. All right. Biden is +9 in Arizona, and Trump was minus 0.5 in the
I've been
polls.
hearing that too. Like, Weigel said the same thing. I heard Weigel on some podcast the other night, and he said basically the same exact thing, that there's definitely the yard sign game is a lot less this year. There's some Trump signs and all, but he said that like last time there was just like, like Hillary for prison signs everywhere, and like just it's like anti-Hillary vitriol and like fired up Trump supporters. And he's not seeing that this time. So, and still.
Well, okay, here's another one for you, Matt. So what I wonder is, okay, is there more?
I think Biden's going to take Arizona.
Yeah, so let's go put that up on the map just to continue
because I think
along with our trek
Kelly
here.
is going to lose.
All right, so
right?
let's give him that one. Let's see. Is Maine on here?
Yeah, I think that's the thing with the seniors too, PJ. I think like the seniors, I guess, have flipped on him. Like, I don't see that in my life, but I guess that's the case, that some of them are recognizing that he's doing a shitty job with the virus, right? So I think he could lose them.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not sure about Florida. Like, I don't know.
Arizona has a growing blue population. The Democrats running for Senate is a hometown hero with a big name. That's true. He might get a little bit of a bump to Biden for that.
Mark Kelly's going to win that race, and I think that'll help Biden because it'll bring out Democrats to vote for him. People vote just because he's Mark Kelly,
Yeah, so Biden looks pretty strong in Maine across the board, which it might come down to a couple of them district races just to point it out here. Maine 2nd district. Where they don't have them like that divided up. All right, well, let's go back. All right, so why don't we give Biden the rest of Maine just to make it easier. All right, so if we do that, the grand total is Biden still winning 299-238. If we do this, and you know what, let's just give Trump the red. Let's give him the rest of it.
Which one did you give him?
So, yeah, that clears the map up according to the RCP averages.
What is that?
That's how we were able to work the map out according to the averages and according to the errors from last time, bro. So,
Can you
I
scroll
mean,
up a little bit? I can't see the top.
oh,
Um,
but there's nothing up here, bro.
the score. There it
Oh,
is.
you
All right,
can
stop.
see it. Oh, there we go.
No, go back. Right there. Stop.
All right. So yeah, so this is what we just ran through. Yeah, the every state's assigned based upon the RCP averages and the swing that the polls were off last time. So if we're going under that criteria, by then Biden is still winning 299 to 239.
Okay.
Damn, I mean that's pretty crazy. I mean, I wouldn't really
Yeah,
disagree with Biden winning. Look, even if the only one I might say is Florida maybe going to Trump, and even then it's a 270-268 win.
Oh, even if he takes Pennsylvania and Florida, he
He
still
can,
doesn't win.
yeah, he still doesn't win. Okay, y'all. So this is just the state of the race. If Trump wins Pennsylvania and Florida out of this,
If it's this close, I feel like he'll fucking steal it somehow. Right?
That's a nightmare scenario. No, that's not that's half the nightmare scenario. That's us certifying the numbers right now. So this is the thing. This is half the nightmare scenario because the mail-in ballot thing will come back at this point. If it's 270, 268, and the tipping point in these states is mail-in ballots, and it looks like Trump is up on the night of, and it flips to Biden off the mail-in ballots, that is a nightmare scenario. That is where you see caravans and people pissed off, militias and whatever else is going to end up happening. If that's the way it flips on a couple of points, that red mirage scenario, exactly, that is the nightmare. That is a true nightmare, and that's what I think is the most likely. I thought maybe at a larger scale for statewide, but yeah.
Against him, though, because I think Florida's going to have their count by the end of the day. I don't think Pennsylvania is. Pennsylvania is not allowed to start counting the mail-in until the day. So I think the other states come out with their scores, though, right?
Right.
That could seriously undermine the value of Pennsylvania's eventual score, right? Because they need to win other states in addition to Pennsylvania. So it might not even matter as much,
Right. So okay. So this is the
results.
Yeah. See. So this is the map here
that is going to have results.
That which one?
Florida should have results. Right. Most of their results the day of.
Actually, this is the one we should go back really fast. The one thing I wanted to go ahead and say here is that if that's the map that if Trump flips Nevada, he wins. So right now, according to the polling data, Biden is up three and a half points in the RCP averages in Nevada.
Yeah, I think Biden will win Nevada.
Yeah, so it looks pretty safe to say that Biden might win Nevada. Remember, Bernie won that pretty handily in the primary. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's a exactly pro-Biden country out there.
No, I think it's like very organized. Like I think that they turn their people out to vote. Like remember what we saw in the primary. Like, there's a machine politics there to an extent.
So what do y'all got? What do y'all think? Which state could possibly flip here to give Trump the win? Which one?
I mean, Arizona or New Mexico, right?
I mean, no, not New Mexico. New Mexico's pretty solid blue. Now, you know what would be interesting to see happen? Which one?
Colorado.
Okay, let's see where Colorado is. Colorado. All right, let's go over it. Damn, yeah, Colorado's Biden's like +9, +10. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that one be. But let me just give you my wet dream scenario just to whatever. There we go. Boom. There it is. Let's imagine that. Let's imagine that for a while.
What?
That you can you see the score?
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Let's say
shit.
one district in Maine goes for Trump, and we end up 269.
What do you think happens in this scenario?
Well, I mean, it would be a House of Representatives situation, right? And I think Trump might have the numbers by state to be retained by the House of Representatives.
You don't think they would just steal it?
No, I don't think Trump would need to steal it at this point. What would happen is they would just go to the House of Representatives and it would be like, all right, do we have the votes? Yeah, we have the votes. All right. So Trump wins.
Oh, man.
Now imagine the shitstorm that comes from this scenario where you have the mail-in ballots playing in with a tie in the Electoral College with an impending House of Representatives vote.
Or like, yeah, it's gonna be like this. Think of like if there's still several states in play, a few days from now, and they're counting. That's a very likely scenario, right? That they could just be counting them breathlessly, waiting for one state or another,
right,
to finish counting. Like, I don't know if. California is not going to change. None of those West Coast states, like California, is going to take weeks, supposedly.
right.
I haven't heard any estimate for PA, but
all right. So if I'm gonna go and give my prediction, though, it's gonna be this one. I'm gonna stick with this one. Yeah, I mean, just going off of the averages and then curving up how Trump outperformed the polls last time. Yeah, I'm gonna say Biden 300, Trump 239. We're about 299 to 239. Probably that'll be where I come down.
let's give it. All right.
Well, okay, so let's see. Slim General says that Michigan is gonna go red. So
You think, really?
let's take a look at Michigan here.
I don't.
How is
Michigan
Biden doing in Michigan?
He's like 10 points down in Michigan, right?
Well, one poll had him down. Reuters has Biden up 10. Only one poll has Trump ahead too. Biden is an average of 5 points up. But it was and here's the thing though, we're not gonna be leaning one way or another. I mean, we really have no dog in this fight, to be honest. But Trump gained 3.7 points on Hillary to win Michigan, according to the polls. So we factor that in, take off 3.7 points, and say Biden is gonna be coming in 3.7 points lower than where he is. He still wins. So
Yeah, I mean, Biden did that shit with Scott Walker. I don't know. Those polls could be cucked. That's a lot, though.
That's a lot of points to make up off of you'd have to have like even worse than last time off. Yeah, the polls are way off. Well, like we're factoring the polls being in way off. If 3.74 points is a lot of points to be off. Let's just be straight about that. Last time the polls were off, whatever they were off in favor of Hillary. Even factoring that in, yeah, Michigan looks like it's going to be a pretty safe Biden state this time around. Just the lead looks stronger. So, what do you think, Matt? Do you want to co-sign to mine, or are you going to go out on a limb that I'm not going on?
Yeah. What's North Carolina look like?
North Carolina?
I think let's look at North Carolina real quick, though.
All right, let's take a look in North Carolina. We're being thorough here. Yeah, Trump's going to take North Carolina, I think. There you go. The stops don't mean much at this point. Folks pretty much had their minds made up months ago. Yeah, that's a good point. Trump made 3 stops in Michigan today because he wants to win it when he's losing currently. Yeah, I mean, I'm inclined to agree with that, man. I don't think he's going to be able to make up 5 points even with the polls off. But You know what I mean? It's just something to consider. You know, polls aren't everything. People are very wary of polls, so might as well. But yeah, I'm thinking that this is gonna be a pretty safe Trump state on the night of.
Damn, those polls were awful lot, huh?
Yeah, look, that's what I'm saying. Like the
All of them were a couple
polls,
of points off last time.
3.7. You see, 2.7 ahead of the polls. So Michigan was by far the furthest off, if we're being honest. So, but
Michigan was
even
the same.
factoring that in, it's a big difference. It's a bigger difference than last time. They would have to be off by 5 points. That's ridiculous for an average of polls to be off that high. That's a lot.
Yeah. What's Georgia look like?
Yeah. Let's take a look at Georgia.
Is Georgia in play, you think?
Georgia, they're saying it is in play. I'm not really inclined to think that. He won by 5 points last time. He's up 0.2 in the RCP averages right now. So if there's a Biden swing, that could happen. Yeah, look, Democratic voters in Michigan are energized right now. Especially since our Democratic governor was almost kidnapped. Well, that's true. That's true. There you go. Maybe in some federal races, but not POTUS. Yeah, Georgia and Texas will be blue eventually, just not now. I mean, it's going to be close. If Trump wins Georgia by 0.2 points and wins Texas by the similar margin, that'll be a big red flag for Republicans. I mean, they're going to start freaking out at that. They might just be oblivious. They might just think, "Oh, that was a referendum on Trump. That is a Trump
they know,
thing."
Man.
You know, that's
Trump
not
is the only reason they won, though.
Right?
They wouldn't have won without Trump. Like,
yeah,
if it had been like a Mitt
I'm
Romney
Canadian.
type.
We need Trump to win, or the entertainment circus ends. Oh, so that's where you're coming at it.
There'll always be an entertainment circus.
Okay, look, bro. I mean, I appreciate appreciate that you have entertainment value with seeing Trump's shit show down here, but
they'll figure something else out. Like, they'll make it, like the right-wing culture war stuff will heat up, and they'll make it. They'll do something,
So
I don't even know,
I mean, look, bro. At this point, it's gonna be a massive swing in one of these states. Oh, like he wants to see a civil war. Oh yeah, that's gonna be funny for you. The chuds coming out with their guns rolling up on the streets, and then that's the other part of it. When you talk about libs grew up in a very are cultivated in a very anti-gun culture, and then socialists have been criminalized since for a while when it comes to being armed.
I don't think it's going to go down like that. I think if anything, it'll be like them intimidating people at the polls and at the vote counting places. Like, I think they'll be fucking with the election people like me, speaking of, like, or like not necessarily me, but like employees at like the poll counting place, that kind of thing. I'll try that if they can.
That's a scenario that I'm looking at too. Is Biden wins, Trump disputes it, sends to the Supreme Court, and then they hand him the win.
Well, not even that he win though. They would fuck with the count somehow. They would try to get the count stopped. They wouldn't let the count go final and then steal it after the fact. They would do it before.
For y'all that ain't been rocking with us that long, Matt is gonna be a poll worker tomorrow, and I have a big question for you, Matt. Are you rocking the Black Lives Matter shirt tomorrow?
No. You're not allowed.
You're not allowed to wear Black Lives Matter.
You're not allowed to wear anything that has like any issue. They said any candidate or issue.
All right, so
but I did see that Black Lives Matter was specifically allowed.
So did you had to get a checkup on that, because remember there was that whole issue where the dude saying to turn shirts inside out because of Black Lives Matter.
I was worried, like, I have my Bernie cup. Like, I'm wondering, like, I probably have to like cover that up or something.
Yeah,
because you're not allowed to have that.
Yeah, I'm sure Bernie specifically because he's endorsing he's endorsing
I'm actually
Biden.
I'm the the Republican judge too. Actually,
Really?
I told him, I was an independent and I could do either.
Mm-hmm.
So there's obviously a dearth of Republicans, so they needed me.
Okay. So wait. So as far as actual political issues, they did have limitations this time. Like they spelled out limitations for you that you can't wear.
Yeah. No, I mean, it just says you can't wear any issue.
Okay, so
Any
they did
issue
say
with
so.
cause,
It's
I
not
think
limited
it
to
says.
the candidate. In other words, right?
Any candidate issue, yeah. Like
Okay.
make a Medicare for All shirt or something.
All right. So all of that was limited as well. All right. So
Yeah.
let me see. But all right, Matt. Do you want to go and
I
subscribe?
think
Do you want? Are you coming up with your own scenario, Matt? Or are you gonna come up? Or is this
no,
gonna
I'm
be
just
our?
looking at it more. No, I think I think this is probably right.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. Yeah.
if he takes
I think this is the one I'm probably gonna stick with as well. After going through every poll. So. Yeah, man.
so,
Yeah, it's still
yeah.
gonna be interesting tomorrow, and then tomorrow we will be live streaming the results as they come in. We will bounce around to all the popular shit. So if you're looking to watch Rogan or you're looking to watch whoever else is on, we'll be bouncing back and forth across whoever y'all want to see. So make sure to tune in for that tomorrow. It'll be fun. We'll get your battle stories, Matt, from being at the polls. See if anything interesting goes down.
Wait
I
a
mean,
minute.
you're in a
Why
safe
did we
blue
have
state.
PA for Trump?
What do we do?
Yeah.
Why do we have PA for Trump again? It's because if you look over here at
I thought it was still.
So
That wasn't the one that was tied, right?
Yeah, this is why we have PA for Trump. Just to go back over it for you guys. So right now Biden is 2.6 up in the averages. Last time Trump made up 2.6 points exactly. So if that's the case, we just decided to give the tie to Trump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, still keep in mind here with PA going to Trump on this map. I mean, Biden is still ahead by
what was Florida
enough
again?
to win. Yeah, let's go. Let's check it out one more time then. Let's see. Florida. There we go. Florida would look like it was pretty safe for Biden. So I mean, it's 1.8 up for Biden, 1.2 for Trump. So it is close. Look, it is close. Look, yeah. See, he was 1 point ahead of the polls. He's 1.8 up. So it's not going to be an easy win. But look, that's why we did this map. So we did Florida for Trump as well. Biden would still win under that scenario.
Yeah, it'd be really close though.
So it'll be a close win, but that even if Biden loses Florida, and like you wanted to, I know one of y'all had said that you wanted to see the flip side of that. If Pennsylvania goes blue, Florida goes red, that's the scenario you're looking at. Either way, it's gonna come down. If it comes down to being this close, none of these other states that y'all are mentioning are within any kind of points that Trump historically has been able to make up. And that is, keep in mind, the pollsters have been slanting everything to
so
cover
if he
for
wins
a Trump
Michigan
vote. If he wins Michigan, like Slim General here is saying, then of course Trump wins.
Florida, and he wins.
Yeah. So, but just for kicks, just because I would like to see it happen. If Texas goes blue by some miracle, then yeah, it's all over but the crying. And he could lose.
Do the heavy Biden slant one.
He could lose this one.
Florida.
He could lose everything. If he wins Texas, it's all over.
We'll do them all blue. Let's see what the best case
Slim General, he says he's going to be back to ride my bet tomorrow. We will be looking for you, sir. We'll be on tomorrow for sure to go in.
Give them all to Biden. I'll give him Michigan.
All right, let's see the Biden blowout, which I do not think is all that likely, but we'll give him that one. We'll give him that one. give him that one.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, we'll give you that one. I think the only one that we would probably leave to him is Ohio.
Let's
Was
see,
there another
Ohio.
toss-up? I think there might be
Iowa was toss-up, right?
Yeah, Iowa's a toss-up. So this is Biden getting all the toss-up states. Which, I mean, I guess you can say that Ohio's a toss-up state, so might as well give them that one too. If that's the case, we're looking at almost 400 electoral college points for Biden. But
That's what would have happened if it was Bernie.
yeah, that would have been Bernie's map.
Yep.
No doubt about it. Let's just,
No doubt.
this is a little bit easier. If in an alternate reality, we were hold on, we were looking at a Bernie map of him running against Trump. This is likely that the scenario that we would have been looking at. You probably would have won Texas too. Florida would have gone to Bernie. Georgia, likely. And Ohio. Yeah, that would have been Bernie's map right there, folks. Everybody, you know what? Give him Maine too, because everybody loves them up there.
Oh yeah, and Nebraska probably too.
Yeah, Bernie would have housed it. This would have been over a long time ago, but we got Melton Brain Biden. We do not have Bernie, so that's the way we're looking at it. Bernie
would have won Montana.
Yeah, we will be back on tomorrow, everybody. So we appreciate y'all joining us.
Bernie
would have
won them all
right now because we are on a time frame.
I gotta be up at 4 a.m.
Yep. But all right, everybody, we're out.
Later.